Welcome children in bio class. Children, I am going to teach you osmosis. Children, you have studied root of the plants are taking the water from the soil with the help of root hairs. You have question in your mind by which process water is taken by the root hairs from the soil. So the process by which root hairs are taking the water from the soil is osmosis. Osmosis is the diffusion of water molecules across a semi-permeable membrane from a dilute solution to less dilute solution or to concentrate solution. So you can understand more clearly osmosis when two liquids of different concentration are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. As here you take, in the beaker is taken water and in the funnel has taken sugar solution, and there is cellophane paper. This cellophane is acting as a semi-permeable membrane. So there are two liquids of different concentration. This is of high concentration because it is sugar solution. It is sugar solution. It is of high concentration. This is the water. It is of low concentration. And this cellophane paper is the semi-permeable membrane. So when two liquids are different concentration separated by the semi-permeable membrane, then molecules of water will start to diffuse from lower concentration to higher concentration. This is the direction of the diffusion of molecules of water. Or we can say, when two liquids are different concentration separated by a semi-permeable membrane, then molecules of water will diffuse from their higher concentration to their lower concentration. In the beaker, water molecules are in high concentration. In the funnel, water molecules are of low concentration. Therefore, molecules of water start to diffuse from their high concentration to their low concentration. We can define the osmosis in one more way on the basis of water potential. When two liquids have different water potential is, as this water in the beaker is of high water potential, water in the funnel, solution in the funnel is of low water potential. Both are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. So when two liquids have different water potential separated by semi-permeable membrane, molecules of water will move from high water potential to low water potential. I told in the beginning that water in the beaker is of high water potential and solution in the funnel is of low water potential. Therefore, from the beaker, water is going into the funnel through semi-permeable membrane. There is one more example is to understand. In this, you take this beaker is divided. This container has divided by a semi-permeable membrane. This is the semi-permeable membrane. This membrane divide the container into two parts. This is A and this one is B. In A has taken pure water. So it is of high water potential. And there has taken sucrose solution. It is of low water potential. So what definition of osmosis I told? According to that, when two liquid of different concentration or different water potential separated by a semi-permeable membrane, then molecules of water will diffuse from their high concentration to their low concentration, or molecules of water will diffuse from high water potential to low water potential. Therefore, you will observe molecules of water start to move from A to B. So, in this, you see there is the movement of water molecules from A to B. Molecules of water are moving from A to B. Therefore, level will rise. In the beginning, in both liquid were of the same level, but now you see in the B level has increased. So why the level increased? Because water molecules from A diffuse into the B by the process of osmosis. So for the osmosis, conditions is two liquids must be of different concentration or different water potential, and both liquid must be separated by a semi-permeable membrane. Then only osmosis will take place. And in the osmosis, molecules of water or molecules of solvent move from their higher concentration to their lower concentration, or from low concentration solution to high concentration solution, or you can say from high water potential to the low water potential. So this is the osmosis. Children, you have to know what are the factors on which osmosis depends. So there are three factors on which osmosis depends. First is temperature, second is pressure, and third is concentration gradient. Now, next things you have to study, there is the movement of water molecules from their higher concentration to their lower concentration. So, we have to study the osmosis with a reference to the cell. When a cell is placed in a solution, if water molecules diffusing into the cell, that is inward diffusion through a semi-permeable membrane, that is called end osmosis, means from outside, from the solution, water molecules diffusing into the cell. So that is end osmosis. There you can do the experiment of end osmosis. You take resins, put in the water, and after 2-3 hours you will observe the resins swelled. So why the resins have swelled? Reason is water molecules have diffused into the resins, that is end osmosis. End osmosis means inward movement of water from outside into the cell. Second is exosmosis. Exosmosis is outward movement of water. Water moves outside, means from the cell through the semi-permeable membrane, water molecules is coming out. When solution is of high concentration, in that we are putting cell, then water molecules from the cell will move out. So that is called exosmosis. So there are two types of osmosis. One is endosmosis, that is inward diffusion of water through semipermeable membrane. Second is exosmosis, that is outward diffusion of water molecules from the cell. Children, next you have to study in this osmotic pressure. So what is the osmotic pressure? When molecules of water move from their higher concentration to their lower concentration, it means from the beaker into the funnel. Then in the stem of the funnel, this is the stem of the funnel, in that level of water will rise. So when the level of water rise, then here we have to apply the minimum pressure to prevent the passage of the solvent molecule, or to prevent the movement of water molecules from the beaker into the funnel, Thysell funnel, through the semi-permeable membrane. So what minimum pressure required for preventing the entry of water molecules? That is called osmotic pressure. So you can define the osmotic pressure, that is the minimum pressure that must be exerted to prevent the passage of solvent into the solution when the two are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. So children, you studied what is diffusion, what is osmosis, and what are the different types of osmosis, what are the factors which are affecting the osmosis, and osmotic pressure. So osmotic pressure, once more you make it clear, the pressure required to prevent the movement of water molecules into the solution through the semi-permeable membrane. Because in the osmosis you studied, when two solutions of different concentration or two solutions of different water potential separated by the semi-permeable membrane, then molecules of water will diffuse from their higher concentration to their lower concentration, from their high water potential to their low water potential through semi-permeable membrane. So for preventing the movement of water molecules through the semi-permeable membrane, what minimum pressure is required? That pressure is called osmotic pressure.